Hello everybody and welcome back to Voxel Tycoon. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and set up a little independent laboratory area here because I don't think we actually need this in a town, and then having this thing kind of having to come here and deliver isn't really the best thing to be having set up, I don't think, and we're going to try and make it a little more efficient and getting it in its own little area. So I think what we're going to do is it's going to be over here, I think, right, because it's kind of in the middle of the three items that we can produce right now. And so hopefully putting it here will kind of allow it to do its thing for a little while until we eventually have to probably end up moving it. So we'll go ahead and level this area out just so it's nice and flat. Oh, we're limited by the size of the thing we can do. Okay, there we go. So anyways, we went ahead and we have a bunch of money, right? In between episodes, I went ahead and added in cars and stuff to lines to go ahead and get them running as peak as I can, I guess, to try and keep the lines green around average or good. And so far, we're doing pretty decent with that. This town over here ranked up a few times. We have stuff that isn't on the map to us that we can't see. Like this place has sand. I don't see any sand on the map. Even if I buy into another area, I don't see it as an option for that area to even give us. And then this thing has furniture, which I think we have to rank up even more in the science and stuff like that. But there are a few businesses that have opened and closed since last episode. I went ahead and added in another factory or another mine on each of the resources because we needed it to keep up with the demand of the trucks. I made a little overpass loop around because our traffic was jamming up on this thing because our guys were stopping there and then making a U-turn on the little side street that we put in and then coming back down, and it was causing a backlog on the road. That seems to have fixed it. I went ahead and put a waypoint down so that the only trucks taking that road are the iron ore guys. Everybody else is staying on this lane of the road because they don't need to be crossing over and causing any slight delays that they would be doing. But I think that's all that we've changed in between episodes. I researched a bunch more stuff, and we have tier 2 trucks and all that stuff too. So let's go ahead and get this stuff going here at least so we can get the researching and stuff moving again. And we need this guy, right? So we're going to plop down, I think, 4 of these guys. We're going to remove the one from the other town, but we're going to go ahead and plop this thing. Let's see. We'll probably end up having the road right here come out. So it's probably going to go something like that. We have to wait until that truck's off the road there. There we go. So we're probably going to have it come out that way, and then we'll have the delivery thing probably right here in the middle of that square, right? And then we can go ahead and connect these two in, and then we can go ahead and plop down some of these laboratories, right? As long as they're within range of the delivery zone, we should be fine. So we'll plop them like this so we can get as many in here as we can. They're going to cost us 122,000 a piece, it looks like. So let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of the garage as well, or the storage shed, because we don't need it. I'm going to leave the delivery thing there just in case we get a business or something off in that little corner. We can go ahead and use that instead of removing it now. So we can go ahead and plop down a couple more laboratories here, and we'll leave the doors facing away from the building. I don't think it's really going to matter, but we can kind of do that for right now. And then let's see, if we go ahead and do this, how big is the area actually of this thing? Do we see that? We do. Okay, so we can squeeze, let's see. I'm kind of debating if I should just put them like this to keep the doors facing the road. But doing it like this, we're squeezing more in there than we would otherwise, right? They're wider. Yeah, they're wider going that way. So let's just do this. And I believe we can go one more. Yeah, we can do one more that way. And let's see, we'll do that. And then if we do one more, that shouldn't be within range, I believe. So we do that one there. Oh, it is within range. Huh. What if we do one more? Is that within range? No, that one's not in range. Okay. Good, I guess. How's this one in range? It's not in the orb. Oh, I guess it kind of is. It's just barely in the radius of the thing. Okay, cool. So we can go out 4 then. And we can go ahead and do that as well on this side. Do we have the money for that? We do have the money for that. So let's get the doors facing that way. Nope, we have the doors facing the other way. Boop. Did I put these ones the wrong way? I did put those ones the wrong way. Huh. Let me fix that here in a second. We need more of these guys going that way. Nope, that's not the right way. Or it is the right way, but it's out of line with these guys. Let me fix that here. We can go down the street like that and drag in another laboratory here so that it's in line. Oh, you know what? I'm not holding shift. If I was holding shift, I can place more of these down at a time. Oops. Let me fix these guys. Okay, and with those guys fixed, right, we should be good. And if we wanted to, we can go another, I think, 2 out. Maybe another 2 or 3 going outward. But we'll leave it for that. We'll leave it there for right now, and we'll go ahead and plop a couple warehouses down. So we'll plop down the cheaper $33,000 ones. And I think there's... Does it tell me here? I have to place one down. We'll place these... they just have to be within range. We'll place these behind the warehouse here, just so we can see. And we have 3, 6, we have 9 different resources right now. So we'll go ahead and plop down 9 of these if we can. Okay, so we'll do it like that. We have 9 of them. They're all going to be having their own item to go ahead and go into this. And that way we can have the trucks delivering this stuff to this area and hopefully have enough to go ahead and research the stuff out here. It didn't look like there was a whole lot that it was consuming. So I think having a little backlog of 58 in each of these little areas is going to be more than enough. And then we can go ahead and start a research, which, let's see, we'll do... We don't have copper right now. We have to buy into another area to do that. I think we have the ability to make those guys, the metal ingots. We do. So we can set up an alloy to get those things going, and we'll do it on this road here, I guess, so that the guys can go ahead and cross the street. Or, you know what, we'll do it on this side of the street. So we'll plop one of these guys down within range. I messed up there. We need to go ahead and actually have it closer to the road because that's connected to this thing. It's not connected to the ore mine things over there. So we need to go ahead and scooch that back just a smidge so that those guys are lighting up. And we're not going to get that on this side of the street, actually. So we will do it on this side of the building thing. So let's see how far out. We'll do it there. And then we'll flatten out more of this land here so that we don't have little dips in the assembly area. Hopefully. Wow, that snow is really bright. We'll make you iron again. That should fill up. And then we can go ahead and plop down an alloy thing to go ahead and get this stuff going. And it looks like it's pretty much the same way that the wood chopping thing works. We conveyor into it, and then we just conveyor out into another one of these guys. So we should be good. And how do I want to do this? Let's have... How many of these guys can we actually fit on this before I actually commit to placing things down? Can we fit 2 of these on this thing? That's a filter. I want this guy. So we can squeeze... It looks like we can squeeze a few in there. Whether or not we can actually squeeze the alloy smelters into that area is a different story. No, I'm going to say no. We're not going to be able to do it. We can squeeze 2 of them in there. But I don't think we'll be able to squeeze 4 of them in there. So we can do that. I keep forgetting to hold shift. Yeah, that should work. Get rid of these guys. And then we need the conveyors to go ahead and swap over to those. That's going to be putting the iron ore into the machine here. Why can't I click on these? There we go. Make the ingot. And then we need to swap these guys as well. Oops, I didn't click it. There we go. Swap those guys. Those are going to be outputting the ingots. And those need to go right back into a shed or another warehouse that then goes and hopefully gets connected to this guy. Yes, it is connected to this guy. But before I do that, I have to set the filter for these trucks because then they'll be grabbing the ingots from the thing here. Actually, can I disable? I might be able to disable it so I don't have to worry about that, but we can go ahead and do this. I think that should be fine. Oh, we need coal coming into this. Uh-oh. Okay. I did not realize that. So, darn it. We're going to have to rearrange that in a second. We need coal coming here. Where's the coal even made at? Over here. Okay, so one quick little wiggle around there, and we should be good to go. So now that should be working. We just need to go ahead and set the coal in motion. So if we go over here, these guys are... Oh, these are the guys we had set to be doing the beams. Okay, so I think we can sell these guys. I'm not too worried about that. And then if we're going to go ahead and research something, right? I hope all of these work in unison and I don't have to come through here and click on each one of these. We're going to try this one out. So we're going to be needing the iron bars to go into this place. So let's go ahead and set that in motion. And then we need cold trains, freaking cold trucks. And we'll go ahead and use the tier 2 trucks to do it. So I believe these are the tier 1 guys. No, these guys are the tier 2 guys. These are the tier 1 guys. The tier 1s have 5 inventory space. The tier 2s have the 7. So we'll do this. We'll add... Let's do 2 of these guys. And they're going to be picking up from here and dropping off over at this place. Boop. Unload. And then we want them to be going through this thing. So on the way to this guy, I want them to go through the waypoint because they'll try and take a shortcut by going around here for some reason. And then on their way out, they can go ahead and make that left. Or the right. I don't care. Oh, you know what? Before we set them though, we need to set their filter so that they are only taking coal, which I don't think matters because they're picking up from coal and then dropping off here, not grabbing anything, but just in case, we'll set 2 of them on this line. They'll bring the coal over, and then we need the iron ingot trucks bringing the ingots back to the science area, which I think this one will do. Let me see. Yes, these ones will do. So we'll set him, and same thing. He's just going to be picking up from here. I don't think I need to trigger the waypoint. I think the game's going to know not to go up that way for some reason, so I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt there. And we should be good. And while we are here, I guess we can go ahead and connect these guys in, and we can do something like that. I think that'll be fine. Let me just speed up time here. One of our businesses just went under. I think it was the iron ingots to one of these towns. So we have the lumber coming this way. So yeah, this is going to be like a little shortcut for them to kind of speed up their lines here. So hopefully that helps out a little bit. And do we have any coal here yet? We don't. Or I guess we do because these things are running. Yeah, we have ingots in there. And I think we're good. Let me speed it up again. I was going to slow it down, but it just turned nighttime. So I guess we can do that. So do we have any of these towns that require iron ingots right now that we can actually deliver to? One of these just went under, and I think it was the iron ingot place. And looking at it, we do have to actually click on each one of these laboratories and set it to this research. So laboratory 2 is doing the iron ingot thing, and then everything else is set to nothing. I don't know if we can change that, but if we can, that'd be cool. So we have to go through and click them all on that. Okay, and I'm starting to realize that we actually messed up here. So the warehouses are connected to this thing, but this thing doesn't distribute the items back into these guys. Even though it's connected to it, it's not how that functions. So even though we have 12 ingots over here in storage, none of these are actually working because it's working off of the 7 that come here, and then it splits that among these guys, and then whatever's extra goes into this thing. So we have to actually move these things around. I don't think having all of these garages is going to benefit us, so I'm just going to remove them. And then as we research stuff, we'll make it the first one here, I guess. And so that means I think we're going to lose out on the ingots that are in this thing already. And I don't know if we can actually move that back into a different storage. Can we? Ooh, you know what? Nope. Trying to get that away from here. There we go. So can we make this the ingot thing? And then if we delete this one, does it move those back into this guy? Nope. Okay. And if we go there, logistics. So that one shed is going to fit these 3 places. The ones on the outskirt aren't going to matter. So we can actually remove those guys. We'll have 6 of these guys researching. And then if we wanted to, we can actually put another row behind here, I guess, to have it researching a bit more. But I think for right now, 6 is going to be fine, I guess. That should just be enough. And then eventually when we start getting into the trains and stuff, we can maybe expand on this to kind of utilize more laboratories and stuff. I guess we'll see. But for right now, let's go ahead and jump into another area here. So, let's see. This one has coal. This one has iron. This is wood again, wood again. This one has copper, but we are locked between 2 of these areas. So I don't think even if we bought this place, we can get to it from where we are right now. This place has sand, so I guess I totally spaced on that thing. Let's see, this one has copper as well. This one has sand. I swear I clicked on these things and there was no sand. This one is iron. We got stone. Those are going to come in handy. We need those to research. Coal again and iron. So let's see. If we slow it back down and open up the research thing and see what needs what. So this thing is copper ore for the copper ingots to go ahead and make those. This one gives us different train stuff if we have the stones. And then this one gives us different road items. So I kind of want to go toward this. Because I don't know if there's a different type of road, but if there's more than a single thing of road, that'd be nice. So we're going to unlock that area if we can. I didn't even pay attention to how much it was. 1.1 mil. So let's go ahead and do that. That's going to unlock that area for us. If the game doesn't crash. And there we go. It finally thought it through. And there we go. Yeah, we can scroll past it and see different areas. Okay, cool. So this only has 1 town in it. It wants the wooden beams. We have those being made. I wonder if it's worth hooking a train up to it instead of running a road all the way here. And then we can have that train maybe double dip. Drop the logs or the beams here, and then we can connect it with a little truck depot and have those go back into the town maybe. We only have 700 grand right now is the thing. Let's see. We can do that. And then we have the stones meeting into another, the freight station. And then those getting trucked over to this guy. I think that'll work, right? Let me go ahead and try that. We probably don't have enough money to do it, but we do have the ability to take out a $1.2 million loan. So worst case scenario, we can just do that, I suppose. So let's go ahead and plop this guy here. We need, oops, that's the wrong screen. We need this guy here. We need stone quarry, I think. Pretty sure. And let's see. So we'll have double up on the, or for right now, we'll start with 1 because all we're going to be producing it for is research. We're not going to be shoving this into a town to meet its demand, I don't think. So we'll do that. And we got like a big old saw cutting up a rock. That's cool. And let's see. If we go to the train screen, we need a station, which is a freight station. And we'll have 2 of these things down, right? And we'll try to get it to go in this cube right here, or this little grid section. So we'll have it right here on that line in the center of that grid. So there should be fine. But we also have to have it connected to that thing, which if I plop a warehouse down, does that act as a in-between to load up the station or no? So if we plop this there, that bridges the gap. And then if we plop a freight station down here, it is connected to that shed or the warehouse. So let's see if it does, and then set that to that. And this guy is accepting the stone. So, okay, cool. We can actually use that as a little in-between thing to hopefully help in the future with stuff like that. And we need another freight station up ahead here. So let's go ahead. Oops, I don't want that. Nope, stop it. Stop with the wiggly. That should be that. And then if we drag a road over from here to somewhere like that, we can have another freight station here-ish, right? And then we'll just have another warehouse kind of scooching it toward the town as far as we can. Right, that works there. And then we need another warehouse. And if I plop that there, that's not within range, is it? No. So that tree right there is the last little bit of range going from the platform. So this guy there, and then that should be connected in. Yep. And this guy's going to be accepting the what are they? The beams, the wooden beams. And then we can have a station on this side of the thing as far over as we can. Well, I mean, we're really not saving any space with this one, are we? We'll have that there. That's going to be the in-between between the buildings and that thing. Actually, yeah, that makes no sense. We're going to have two of these things down anyways because we can't deliver to this guy on its own. Right? Even if we put a warehouse down, it won't connect to that guy, I don't think. We can try. Yeah, we're not closing enough distance there. If this was on this side of the street, we could probably get away with it. But no, we have to plop down another freight station. So that works. That's not a big deal. We have 2 freight stations in that one area. That's not the end of the world. And then we have this guy going up, delivering to that guy, and then we can go ahead and run the trains all the way back up, or the tracks all the way back up. So we'll go there, and then let's see, we're going to have it go here somewhere. So there should be fine, I think. Yeah. And then we can drag it across, and we can have it terminate there for right now. Right. Eventually, we might want to come back through and rearrange the terrain to kind of keep these up and downs out of the track there. Like, that's probably not going to do us any favor with speed. So let's go ahead and have a freight station on this side as well. We probably just need the one, right? Because we're going to be grabbing from that thing. So let's go. That should be fine, right? That should be good. This is going to be accepting both of those. So we have to put a filter on our train so it's not grabbing the logs itself. Then we can go ahead and connect this in. Oops, cannot connect. Oh, you know what? Here, let's fix that right now then. Let's get rid of that. This should then let us drag it and connect it in. There we go. And then let's see. So now we have the beams coming in. We're going to need another freight station to go ahead and take the stone coming back out of this thing back down the road. So we can plop that here, and then we'll run its own separate road to the other road here. And we'll do something like occupied by a vehicle. Boop. Oh, let me speed it up a little bit so these guys get out of the way. There we go. And then that's connected in. So now we should, in theory here, have everything squared away, right? All we need to do is put down a train depot and we should be good. So if we do that, right, get a little bit of a road off of there, can we put this on there, or is it not? It's not going to let us do that. Okay, so it won't let me put it at an angle. So that should fix that. Yes. And then we're only going to be having one train run on this line. If I understood it right, on the trailer, it tells you to keep an eye on the signaling and stuff, because I think you can crash your trains into each other and then be out of money, I think. So we'll only have one train on this right now. I don't think we need to worry about the signals or anything like that. We only have one train on it. We are down to 200,000. So we'll plop this guy on there for 150. Am I on one speed? We are on one speed. Okay, so let's do that. And then we're going to have stone and the beams. So we'll have 2 for the beams. And we'll have... Oh, no. Wrong button. Can I edit that while it's still here? I can. Okay, cool. And we need 2 of these guys as well. And then we can set the filters on these guys so they're not grabbing the wrong things. And you're just taking stone, you're just taking planks. Apply changes, there we go, cool. So then we can go ahead and set this in motion so it is grabbing from here. Oh, it's grabbing and unloading. Unload and then load available cargo or passengers. So let's do transfer here. Can I set this to a filtered unload? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. So we're only unloading the beams. Or you know what? Hold on. I think I'm unchecking those. Let's uncheck the stone one. So it's only doing the beams. Okay. And then it's going to go to this guy and it's going to load the stone. And that's it. And then it's going back to this guy up here. And that should be that line. I hope. I guess we'll see here in a second. So let's go ahead and set that out into motion. We need to put a warehouse on the back of this. Hopefully it connects to all 6 of these. It doesn't. So what if we put on that side? No. Well, for right now, we'll go ahead and do this, right? We'll just plop one on the back side of this thing and one on the back side of this one. Oh, we don't have enough money for that. Oops. Let's actually take a little bit of a loan out. I don't want to borrow the whole million. No, thank you. We'll plop that there as well. And then we can set this to stone, set this one to stone. If I can select that, there we go. So that way we have all the stone we need. Hopefully backlogged. It's not going to be all the stone we need because it's only 58 in each, but we have the stone backlogged, hopefully. And then let's take out some more money so we can set the cars in motion as well. We're also going to need to put a vehicle depot down on this side of the map here so we can keep, or so we can actually put the cars in motion on this side. We'll plop a garage. Let's put the garage here. Sure. We can set the truck here in motion. We'll do, for right now, we'll do just one truck. We'll probably need to up that, but for right now, we're fine with that. And all you're going to be doing is grabbing from here and dropping off to there. Oops. There. That's all it's doing. And nothing else. So you're free to go. Right? And that's that line done. It wasn't the most complex of things. And then we need one more thing over here, which is the stones getting picked up from our depot and being dropped off in the science area. So we'll do, for right now, since we're not researching the stones and it's just going to be building up, we'll just go ahead and do one truck so that we're not burning any more money than we need to. We'll load it and unload it, save it, cool, and set it in motion. And then that's all we're going to do. So let's go ahead and set this in motion and see if we messed up somewhere on the lineage here and the little sheds don't actually work the way I think they work. So let's see. Is it going to load up those guys into the train? And yep, there we go. Cool. So we can actually take the train over. Oops, is that not the one? There's the one. Okay. What does this one do? Follow vehicle. Okay, no. I wanted to see it in first person here. So if we go along here, we should see the thing stop on the next area. And then we should be good. Can I change this to like that view? Yeah. Any more views we can go to? Nope. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That'd be why. So here we go. It's not the fastest thing, and we definitely need to take out that wiggle on the track there. Can we see its speed? 43 miles an hour, so it is at full speed already. Go ahead and hit double time here so it gets to the zone here and we can see whether or not this is going to work. And here we go. It should work. I mean, it loaded the way that did, so it should unload here, hopefully. And the beams are going. Okay, cool. That's a good sign. And that means the last zone here should actually load it, and we should be fine. This should be working the way we intended it to for the time being. New deal. Wood beams in... Oh, that's the area we just delivered to. Never mind. So you should get a bunch of stone in the carts back here if I could aim my thing. There we go. So yes, it is indeed working. Cool. So let's get out of this view. If I could. There we go. And then we can go ahead and hit triple time here so it goes back. And we don't need to load anything there. I was going to add it in to load the things back in, but there's no point. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, we could, I guess, level this section so that it's not going back down. Or just cut out that section and level it with the rest of this. But we kind of blew through all our money expanding into this area and then laying down that little bit of track that we did. So this should unload. Actually, it doesn't have a place to unload because this doesn't work as a storage area. So before that thing leaves and we mess that up, let's plop this thing down. Forgot about that. Let's do that and give it stone. So that should unload. It's probably not going to do it now. Maybe it will. Because I think on the transfer it says it's supposed to unload and then load. But it just loaded. And it's full and it flipped. Okay, yeah. It should, on its next time through, it should unload the stone. We messed that up and I didn't remember to fix that. So that should be squared away now. It's going to unload its wood. Cool. Off to the stone. It's not going to do anything because we are full currently. And then on its way back, it should unload. It just unloaded and then loaded it right back up. No. You're not supposed to do that. Hello. Let's 1 times it. Why did you do that? Maybe we want this to unload all units. And then all I want it to load is those 2. Okay, so that's hopefully fixed it. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, so we had it set to still be loading that stuff back up. So that was a quick little fix, no big deal there. And we should be good to go. We're going to be generating the stone to be getting put into this area here for researching, and then the iron ingots are getting produced over here, so we'll have that research done within no time here. But for right now, I think that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. We went ahead and set up a little lacking laboratory area. I was kind of thinking it would be a little bit better and we can expand it, but we'll make it a little bit better in the future, hopefully. But for right now, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.